Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me here. I do know in the end of last episode, I said I was going to let this run in the background and I was going to do some things. I did get this field extended over. That looks much better. And then we're redoing that field. And then I realized I had a whole bunch of working in clover and not really any food being planted. Because I realized I'm like, the weed level and the rockiness is relatively down. So I went in and started planting just a bunch because these guys seem to do quite a bit of work. And what I might actually do is get rid of this turnip and then just work the field if that'll keep that low. And then this is gonna be like my flax field, and then I'll I'm gonna have to remove these trees. What I really should have done is actually I'll probably make this one the wheat field since it's not there, and then I'll make another field here for like primarily flax fiber because that's currently gone. The reason why I started this is, remember how I was running around the map looking for like coal and tallow and whatnot, and I was like, well, I need to put down a charcoal kiln, and I put it right here. Guess what I just found? Deep coal deposits. I was like, son of a. So I but I think off camera we just had 12, or no, we've had a few walk-ins for immigration and somebody born. So I figured let me just do this because now we got a coal mine right fudging there. So we're gonna extend this road up some. And then, yeah, I think we'll just kind of curve it off here. That's kind of fine. So mad. Like, of course, that is my luck. Actually, you know what? We're not gonna curve that road. Let's clear it because that's not gonna work. Yeah, clear. We'll just bend the road straight. Did I seriously just say bend the road straight? Ignore me. Words. Alright, well, since I don't see anything in sight, that can go right there, and you know what, that probably is kind of far, so let's build a work camp just in case. Or, ugh, not a work camp. Temporary shelter. Jesus. And I think all this upgrading also has screwed me greatly. But yeah, we're gonna bump this back up, and I'm just gonna throw the pause in there. But yeah, I was just like, did I really just do that? Yeah, we're out of everything, but I think this auto upgrade has screwed me. But I did just look into I went into the guide here to see what, like, if I can find some information on taxes. And it looks like luxury items, it said, would increase the taxes, so that gives us a reason to build the potter. But I guess while we got a trader here, let's see if I can show anything worth anything. And the answer is nope. Can't do it. I was hoping to trade so we can get some gold, but that is just not going to be the case. So yeah. I did put a priority on the soap shop, and then what I'm gonna do is just disable construction on this at the moment. Work area is empty. Who is empty? This. You guys chopping trees. All right. Um, I wish it would show me like the maturity of the forest. Like, this just says fertility 85%, but the last time I had it here, you told me it was I wonder if that's not it. There's just no stone. I mean, they are chopping trees, so maybe that's it. There's no stone in range for this work camp, so workers are unable to work because it's empty. So is this just solely doing trees then, and not stone? Stricken with a fractured bone. Sounds like your problem, not mine. Yeah, I just seen a tree fall. Okay, so it might have been because of the stone. And since there's no stone in here, that'll at least get rid of that message. A new villager is born. A new villager migrated. Hell yeah. We still got some space. I think these are in the process. Select a build site. I don't know why all this is on there. I don't know what this is doing. So we'll just do whatever that just did. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to continue to auto upgrade. I don't want it to do that. We don't have the planks. I don't want them building the houses. I really want them pushing the soap production. Because our hunters, I don't know if they'll be able to keep up, but that's effectively what we are going to try. How many laborers do we have now, actually? We have 18. I don't know why this is at a -1. There are workers assigned to the profession who are incapable of working.
Aye.
Why are you incapable of working? You have no ailments, no education, which means you're not smart enough to know that you're being bullied and taken advantage of. Were you the one who just broke your bone? I mean, you guys are both mining ore, so I don't understand.
Need something?
And it takes me to here. I'm not sure I understand. I do know we need gold desperately because this poop collector isn't working now. But that's because they haven't been paid. And I don't have anything that I could trade. And of course, the items I do want to keep in stock are no longer a thing. I don't want to trade away our food. Actually, you know what? No. Transfer one to the trading post. We'll sell that. And that'll partially help us with... Wait, are you not buying? Oh, I think these numbers need to be here on the side. So you're only buying... You're not selling. Unfortunate. All right. I guess maybe not. All right. So if you're not gonna buy it, that ruins this. Take it back. I guess if you don't take it back, that's also whatever. That would have been unfortunate because that would have been a nice boost. How are we here with the greens? Nobody is working this building. There now. All right, let's move this area inwards a little bit. That'll work. Patch of herbs, herbs, greens, greens. Sure. Still plenty of deer around. I think we are gonna have to move this. Apparently they're just doing laundry. I mean, that was just there for science. I will likely destroy that eventually, but we're gonna leave it there for now. Never did pause this like I said I was, and now we're on ×1 like an idiot. Let me get some of this stuff built here, and then we'll come back when stuff happens. Now I'm just effectively rambling on. Actually, can we do a wagon guy? We can do a wagon guy. Yeah, go collect some stuff. Go do some useful things here. Take a quick check on this stuff. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Can we upgrade this actually? No, we need the gold, and we are broke. Alright, I just noticed our soap maker has finished. I'm going to reduce it down to just one person. We're going to leave this unlimited quota because I simply don't know how much our hunting cabins get. Because I didn't realize, and because I'm beyond retarded, um, it looks like, yeah, carcasses give me 3 tallow. This is, I just simply didn't pay attention. And that's just my fault because there's just too much stuff to learn and I'm simply not smart enough. That literally from day one, my hunters have been collecting tallow and I've been losing it like an idiot. And it looks like boars give the most, which makes sense, and a wolf doesn't give anything. And also a boar looks like it gives 180 meat. This is stuff I just didn't look into simply. So we should be with 2 hunters, because they're both just hunting deer, except this one down here was hunting boar as well. Uh, or no, did I move it so he's not in the boar range? Yeah, he's out of boar range and they're just hunting the deer, which is fine. So now the other thing I'm not sure how this works is I got 3 deer sightings right here, but obviously they can only hunt one, I'm assuming, right? And then the same thing with this one over here. There's within range of 2, but they're effectively only hunting, one at a time from, let's just say each pack. So I'm assuming and I'm guessing. Oh shit, this isn't even working. Fuck me. Um, I should be getting 6 tallow then per thing. And this requires 5 tallow. So just having one person here, I would effectively need yet another hunting cabin to keep up or just really hunt the boars. Now with that built and we're constantly having a lot of people dead, I was going to do the healer's house. However, we just simply do not have any money. Something I did want to try with the trader. Um, I transferred over one heavy tool. I was potentially going to keep wooden stock, but they didn't seem to want to buy it. But we do have the wooden planks. I'm not sure. I might actually unleash them to... Well, before I do that, I really, really want to upgrade the workers camp here. I think that's a huge priority. We're going to leave the charcoal kiln alone before we get into the mine, because we're kind of having a small labor issue at the moment. I can't really pull anybody from anything, I don't believe. But I'm not sure why this is a negative. It says there's some people assigned that can't work, are unable to work. Okay, he's sick, so that's fine. We're going to ignore it. I don't care. You're sick. There's nothing I can do about it. Can we upgrade this? We can, but for 650 gold. Our temple is also still requiring a boatload of gold. We did want to do that for their happiness. The academy, or no, the healer's house. Let's ban that for right now. Let's get the healer's hut going because we are absolutely struggling with hygiene right now. It is terrible. This building has no food. Actually, we're out of food overall. What does this mean? This field will be fertilized with compost. All right. I guess you've picked this area clean. Work right here, I guess. So that means we only got one fisher working. I didn't realize this person wasn't hunting, which absolutely destroys everything. I'm curious if I could have this hunter hunt here too. But leaving this hunter here, these 3 deer sightings haven't gone down. In fact, they just keep greatly increasing. I'm afraid of then over hunting, which is the only reason I've moved this hunter over here. But you know what? Let's do science. We'll move him to hunt the same 3 deer sightings. If these start going down, we'll move one over. Actually, you know what? I can probably ignore you for a while if you're over here. There's a ton of stuff. Go there and collect stuff. Because this is going to be our flax for our clothing. We're going to try and sell some clothing. Since this is a new field, I'm just simply doing all work. But we're going to have a ton of weeds. I totally forgot I sent them out to scavenge that. So that's kind of huge. That took them a hot minute to do that too. Um, so yeah, I just immediately had them work the field, since the field is in pretty terrible state, and then we're still gonna plant some flax anyway, just to get something in stock. And then I think after we plant, we'll just do the clover, plant again, clover, and then once this field gets down, I will fix this rotation here. So to bring this down. But for right now, I think I'm happy with this field because the weed level is down and the rock level is down. And they're currently working it. And then what we'll do is I'll check this, providing I remember, which I won't, is to see how this goes. Do I want to do a rotation? Uh, yeah, let's just... Can I put carrots here? No, I think, which is why I did the green beans again. Yeah, we can't do cabbage. Yeah, whatever. We'll just do peas again. Yeah. We're just going to have this field fully working. I might actually reduce this. Looking at it here, I might not need all of the field work. Can I put carrots in there? They are frost tolerant. Carrots do not require high soil fertility, but will do less than rocky soil. Maybe we can squeeze in some carrots. What's their grow time? 98. Yeah, I don't know how to read this. Like, what is each little square? All right. Let's... I need to get on track, honestly. I've been so derailed here because we're lacking in resources. I wanted to go through all of my tier 2 buildings, make sure all tier 2 buildings were down. Well, other than the mass death wave that we had, a little bit of reconstruction here. This will definitely move. This looks terrible. We will absolutely move it. This is going to be... This is definitely our agriculturing section. This will be all farmland. I just planted some... Put the barn down here with some moo-moos. We might actually move this up, which would suck, but we don't have anything built here right now, so it's not that big of a deal, because I need something to fill this space. So I'm not sure if I want to move this up here or continue to move the town a little bit over to the left. Because then I don't know where to put these. But we'd need high fertility, right? And this is all very fertile soil. I think this also needs fertility. But since our town is kind of expanding down this way, and then our industry is going up this way, I'm not sure where to put the trees. Because this is currently our forest industry right here. And I do want this nearby, because there's something with the bees too. So I think what I might do is plant the apiary down. See how that works, like the work area, and then kind of surround our fields and then get our orchards somewhere in the middle. What are you
You need
off to do?
anything?
Gathering armor. Armor? It might be from that field way down there. There's so much stuff up here to collect. Actually, I think now would be the opportune time. Let us, yeah, enable this construction, and then we can do away with the charcoal kiln. I think that makes sense for right now. I do believe we need another blacksmith. That would be important. Can we afford it? We cannot afford that. Okay, so we can't do anything there. We have to unfortunately use one blacksmith. And you're still sick, so you can't do anything. So we need people to migrate. So we really can't do anything. Where's the hygiene? We still have a problem. Birth rate for villagers. I guess if you got a clean willy, you can stick it in there, right? That'll help. That'll help with disease. 30% recovery rate for festering wounds. Oof, we probably got a lot of that. Research speed. The academy's not built yet. 20% work area and effectiveness of rat catcher. It hasn't been catching anything. And we just simply can't afford it either. Um, we can't afford a military. Um, we can't do anything with that. We're not producing shoes. Work to mine stone deposits, mining speed at quarries. We don't have a quarry yet. I don't think we're really having a mining issue yet. I don't need an issue. We don't have an issue there. Uh, Armory, that would probably be pretty huge, honestly, but we don't have the military, so I can't really justify spending points into that. What's this? Speed for foragers while off-road, speed for hunters while off-road, forger work radius. The work radius would be nice, but it just, they harvest so fast. I feel like I just placed down the work area and it's literally empty. Non-meat yields from barns, goats, and chickens. I feel like that would be pretty huge. Because we are struggling with food again. From bean crops. What do I need from this? Researching technology requires a tier 3 town center. Alright, so I kind of have a feeling we're gonna get kind of limited here by what we can do based upon our tech level. And we do quite desperately need workers, so I think it's going to be it sucks to be a woman time. Got some soap and water. That means they can have some adult alone time. Nice and clean and fresh. Just stick it on in there. Ooh, we have another knowledge point. You know what? We'll save that knowledge point. All right. What are you? Why are you low in health? Because you're a deer. A villager died from what illness? We are I am trying to work on that. I really want lol words. All right, actually, all right, let's go through this and do this now, shall we? Checking all of our buildings. Tier 1, we got our market. I don't think we need another one. Not right now anyway. Graveyard, don't care. Sorry, I just hit my mic again. I gotta get used to this boom arm. I do not like it. I like my stand, but I don't want to keep unscrewing my microphone from the boom arm onto my little stand every time I switch games. And the other reason I have a boom arm is from when I'm like playing NASCAR. I got to drag my rig back and forth to my desk and plug it in every time. And my microphone being on my desk, I'm too far away and my microphone's not really picking up. And I don't really want to use my headset microphone because then I feel like I just don't want to lose the audio quality, right? I already understand my production quality here is hot butt cheeks. Or I should say hot garbage. But you guys get the idea, right? Um, so yeah, kind of just leaving it on my boom arm at the moment until I kind of like finish NASCAR, which won't be for a while. All right, so we got all the amenities except I believe what was it the shrine. I feel, but having a monthly cost of 4 already is kind of terrible when I'm only at 3, and all I have is a compost yard, right? I'm in the negatives. But what we should do, like I said in one of the other episodes, pottery building. Let's see, these are all mines, right? That's a work camp. Apiary, we're going to work on that next. After we figure out the potters, because that just requires clay, water, and I think firewood. But again, I wish I could get like a tooltip. I believe that's a firewood icon. My eyesight's not that good, so I struggle to see these icons. All right. Is there a... Okay, so there's no desirability hit. What did I do with this building? What is this building? Academy. Is this even facing the right way? I'm not even sure. Are you sure you want to delete this building and reclaim its resources? Yes. So if there's no desirability hit on the Potter's building, I also would like things that don't have a negative impact to just kind of have like a like a little, I don't want to say trade district, but in, I mean, like, this is industry. This is where I planned on putting everything, but if it doesn't have a desirability hit, I wouldn't mind having it local, but the problem is I didn't leave space anywhere. I would have to start moving buildings. But I guess that's for another time. I guess what I'll do is I'll put this here. Maybe what I'll do is extend the road. I'll do something like this. All right, that's all connected. Yeah. And then what I'll do is this will help then on hopefully bringing in some more taxes. We'll put that there. We'll get that built. We still have room for housing, I think, right? I have space for 71 people if I'm reading that correctly. Looks like all of this is upgraded. We are out of food. I should probably... Oh no. This isn't working because I believe we've hit production on flour? Question mark? But I disabled the bakery. I guess not by mistake, but we were having a huge issue. Market? Yeah, we're out of people. I need to pull somebody from somewhere. Workers camp. We're gonna immediately upgrade. No question about it. Upgrade that, like, immediately. Can I prioritize this? Priority. Because I want them replanting trees, so I don't have to really move the work site. We'll leave this as our forest industry. Temporary sheltering occupants 1. Perfect. Alright, we're going into winter. How are we doing here? I did say I wanted to check my crop fields on winter. So we are basically... Weed and rocks are gone. So we might be able to get away with removing him and planting not carrots. Turnip maybe? Oh no, how about this? Because this, as a nitrate fixing plant, beans can help improve the soil fertility. But it said it should be planted in spring, right? Moderate amount of dried beans that can be stored longer than other crops. Beans are sensitive to frost as a nitrogen fixing plant. Yeah, so I would feel like I'd want to plant it here in the middle, but it doesn't fit. Nothing fits except more turnips. Turnips do anything for us? Dependable crop with moderately high yield of root vegetables which store well. Grow quickly and are frost tolerant and do well in average soil. They tolerate disease better than most crops. Alright, whatever. We'll plant turnips. Keep some clover. We'll work the field. Improve its fertility. Plant a whole bunch of stuff. I just can't ever get carrots boosted into anything. Moderate yield of root vegetables. They're frost tolerant. So, Maybe we don't need this clover here. Let's back out the turnips, plant carrots, and then if that fits, yeah, that doesn't fit. How about some work? You know what? I think we're happy with that. That'll work, right? At least get some variety in there. Actually, I don't need you because it's not really doing anything. Nothing else fits in here though, right? No. Um, Whatever. More turnips then. That's fine. What is this? You're getting compost. Oh, that's the same field I was just on, stupid. And then this has only gotten two cycles of work. We're in winter and we'll be doing flax. And this has heat tolerance, frost tolerance, rock resilience with the weed suppression. So we're having a problem with weeds. That'll hopefully get worked on. But we have a fertility issue at the moment. Then I guess if I can get rid of one of these, we'll go into that fertility. All right, no, we're not speeding up time. Back to this list. Storage. We do need an upgrade in storage, I believe. Just kidding, we are out of food. Never mind. You picked this whole area clean. Yeah. All right, everything's dead at the moment, so that's a problem. And I am destroying the mushroom cluster. I guess pick the mushrooms. Oh, there's a 0 yield of mushrooms. That's fair. What is this jump to target? You know what? Just stay here, I guess. That's your work area. Greens, berries. A bunch of stuff in storage. It's just not being pulled over. Do we need... I guess that would be laborers and or wagon. What is this? The Fletcher building? You definitely don't need an upgrade. In fact, I wonder if we can't sell bows. Let's take a look into the bows. Can we sell that kind of stuff? I mean, you can sell weapons, but it doesn't look like you can put bows in here. Alright, whatever. That's fine. Back into buildings then. Let's see, stone. We have stone, we have wood. Perfect. I now know what the stockpile does, or the stockyard. Stockyard is just for raw resources and not the storage barn. Okay. So that I understand. Storage depot. Storage structure used to store all items. Didn't I build that? Or I was going to build it next to this. No, that's this. The storage depot. I did build it. Yes. Don't store herbs. And probably not grain. Can I store medicinal roots here? I can. Okay, so we don't store grain in the root cellar. Wait a minute, meat and all that stuff? Yeah, meat goes in here. Grain. I don't want this stuff split. Medicinal herbs. That's fine. Don't store any food in here. And see, I hate having this stuff split. Like, what's the point? I don't understand. The storage depot is 800. And this is 2,000. So I feel having the storage depot is useless. In fact, deconstruct it. Root cellar, that's always empty, so that's fine. Wagon shop, we have granary, an above ground structure for the storage of wheat and other grains. The granary also makes it difficult for rats and other pests to steal food. Well, you know what? We're going to put that probably right there. Because that'll be... Actually, no. We'll put it up here next to our compost. Because we're going to be doing wheat and stuff from up here. Thing is it'll be out of range of our rat catcher. But that building hasn't been productive for a while. But it would make the most sense to go up here. So that's where that building will go, but we're just not producing that just yet. The vault? You know what? We could build the vault, but the raids at the moment aren't an issue, but I know they will be an issue and I'll start losing all my money. Resources, we're kind of working on this right now. We got to do the apiary. We have the weavers down. The candle shop is pointless until we get the bee production going. We're getting soap. The charcoal kiln will be going away. We got a blacksmith. We got the foundry. We have a compost yard. Produces... Why does that say that produces like a moo face? Why was that like a cow head? Auto compost, lowest fertility, collecting waste. Building needs more workers. That's fine. So what do we have here? Basket shop, useless. We simply can't get willow. Uh, Missing resources, meat and fish. That's never good. Fletcher building, mostly useless. Cobbler shop. Honestly, we should put that down. Walk faster and avoid injury while working. You know what? We have been getting quite a few injuries. We'll probably put that building down. Tannery, we've now figured out. Saw pit, firewood. Alright, honestly, I don't see a reason to not place this down. Go ahead and work on that. We've definitely been having a lot of work-related injuries, and that'll be it for resources. Defenses, I don't really see a point in putting down a wall because we are still rapidly expanding, and the wall I feel will constantly be in the way. The barracks is going to cover the right side of our village, and we have the bandit camp that's right there. We still need to take care of that. We have this defending the center part of the town. I feel like we need to put another tower down there. So I think for defenses right now, we are okay. We just need to put down a temple, which, I guess why not go right next to the, wait, temple build site. Wait, what? Oh, that's a shrine. Stupid. Shrine. I guess we'll put it right here next to the cemetery. Right? Yeah, we'll put that there. We won't prioritize the build. Let's see. We need the planks and stone. I think for planks, oh, yeah, we're already up to 500. The workers' camp. So let's see. I want you to plant 2 trees and to cut down a tree. So we make sure we always have that being done. We're good on the logs for right now. Now I'm kind of curious if I shouldn't build a second workers camp and then have this one just do forestry and then another one just for chopping down logs. We'll see how that goes off for right now. All right, how's our farm doing? Why did I not start this the other way around? Why did I put work down here? Oh, I think I just wanted to get this stuff planted. And then, yeah, planted just to make sure because we don't have anything in stock. We'll go into the fertility and then we'll get the work in. And then we'll probably have to, we'll fix that field afterwards. Yeah, we'll let those go to work. Let's see. We are into spring. How's... Yeah, you got some greens. I need to move you into a giant blob area, like here. Alright, coal mine. Perfect. So let's salvage the charcoal kiln. Um, relaxing. Items produced since last year. The storage is empty. Wait a minute. Coal, 0. What do you mean? Deep coal deposit. Coal mine. Relax. Wait, what? Hang on. Help. Don't destroy this. Oh, there's no way to stop it, is there? Oh, no. There's no way to cancel this. Wait, why? Is there like a deep mine that I don't know about? This mine is out of ore. Coal mine. Deep coal deposit. Uh-oh. Is there like a deep thing that I need? Oh, yeah, it's tier 4. Okay. Well, dumb. Yes, salvage the building. Damn it. Alright. Maybe we did cancel this? Alright, so charcoal kiln, that's fine. Although I don't think it's going to cancel... Wait. Delete. Hang on. Are you sure you want to delete this build site and reclaim its... No. Charcoal kiln deconstruct. Yes. Yes? Aha! Perfect. We did stop it. Perfect. Alright, so at least we know we have an infinity thing of coal. I guess you have an infinity thing of coal with the charcoal kiln, right? So I got that. That's never a thing. Never a problem. Alright, so let's see. We don't want 2 people working at the potteries, right? So we're gonna need clay. We need 4 clay per thing. And then we'll do that. Why do I hear city vehicles outside my house? Alright. Not sure what the hell they were doing. But they done left. I'm like, why do I hear all this beeping and whatnot? Alright, trader. We desperately need gold, so sell what we have. Yes. That'll work. I know we have some extra, but I don't want to get too overboard with selling stuff. Alright, let's see. You don't want to buy anything else. I can't buy anything from you. You got plenty of meat, and I'm kind of desperate for that. Still can't do moo-moos. We need more people. We don't have... Yeah, we are completely out of laborers. That's just not good. Yeah, so we need another influx of people before we can really progress. Alright. I just can't believe we're out of food. Like, these people just consume so fudging much. Contemplating. Yeah. Just like everyone else. Yeah, you require grain. I'm aware we are not planting it. I guess it was supposed to be this field, but, you know what? What if we do that here? And disease can cause significant crop loss. Yeah. Work the field. That can work you to... See, we need to figure out where we can get sand to dump that in here. Most of these crops seem to want sandy field. And then as far as this goes, yeah, even this stuff is wants sand. So we need to figure out how to get sand. What are you complaining about? Baking? Well, you won't be baking for very much longer. Because, I didn't plant any grain like an idiot. but we're out of food. I suppose green would help, wouldn't it? That should be a nice big yield. I just don't know if it'll last long enough. How much are we potentially getting out of that? Okay. Start of a new season. That'll be good. Problem is that we won't be getting grain for another, yeah, third year. Um, Maybe I flip this. Cancel, 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 do grain. And then... Mm, yeah, now I can't effectively do anything. That does fertility. We need another high yield crop. Um, Crop yield. Maybe carrots. All right, another merchant. Um, they have some tallow for sale. Oh, look at that. They have goats. Oh, it's because I don't have, a goat barn. Damn. So it looks like I'm gonna have to build the other couple of barns. Problem is, I just don't have the workforce for it. All right. It looks like I'm going to have to wrap this episode up. It has gotten pretty lengthy, and I don't feel like we've really done a whole lot except now that we're actually learning, we're going through and fixing a lot of our problems. We're still having a big, big food issue. Kind of curious. Yeah, there's no quota on meat either. Put a quota on the smoked stuff so that it hopefully doesn't go bad. 60 food and we got that. Maybe it should be up to 100. Same thing with the fish. I just didn't want to have that much. Like, look at that. Gained 80 and lost 92 of it. I just don't think we're producing enough. Yeah, maybe that's not the play. Maybe it's a bad idea. Yeah, just like we're losing so much. But well, actually, is the loss the meat overall? I guess is the question. Is there a way for me to see how much we've lost? Yeah, see, we're not really doing fish. But it's such a long... Oh! Oh, God. I didn't see a pop-up for fire. Storage barn, too. That's kind of a big deal. Oh, hey, look at that. Our healer's house is finally, finished. Problem is we can't afford it. So, yeah. Let's just disable that, shall we? And then shrine. We'll build the shrine to make our people a bit happy. They are, overall happiness is indeed going up. What's this? Apparently nothing. Oh, villager happiness. Here's a window. Food supplies are low. Yep. Health 100%. We'll never see that ever again. Shelter, desirability, shoes. We're going to start working on that. Clothing. That's already in production. Family. Cleanliness. We're starting to work on that. Surprised that's at 100%. Beer. Yeah, that's never going to happen. Not for a long, long time. Luxury, we are starting to work on that. Spirituality, we are working on that. Yeah, there's completely zero. We are building a small shrine, be right next to the temple. Um, that should be filled. That'll help with fish. What are you, workers? Flour. Yeah, I'm supposed to wrap this up, and I'm now distracted and rambling on. uh, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. I'm always on the hunt for feedback, good or bad, just so I can improve the channel. I am starting to enjoy this game more now that I'm understanding it and figuring out a lot of the problems. You know, it definitely has made it much more enjoyable. I'm actually looking forward to starting over. However, I want to progress as far as I can. I just don't want to give up and then throw the colony into the bin because, well, we still need to progress. We still need to put down a whole bunch more buildings. Unhappy villagers are leaving. No! Not what I need. Yo, and they took some stuff with them. Yo, they done line their pockets with stuff. Reasons for dearth: in need of shoes, lacking spirituality, and an inadequate food supply. I hope you find nothing on the road. Look at that. We're making shoes now, you buttholes. And look at, we're starting to make some pottery. And, well, I guess we'll put, oh, we need the gold. Yeah. Let's not prioritize that then. Yeah, we disassembled this. Alright, I'm getting distracted and rambling on. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye.